I, the vicar, know many strange tales. I know the secret fears that lurk in the depths of men's hearts, the exquisite pains of unbridled appetites, the sordid thoughts that linger long into the night. Tonight, a tale of betrayal in the distant stars. Corey, Everett, and Celeste, the three-member crew of an ill-fated science expedition, have touched down on the planet Zeta-Max-3 to study the local plant life. An altercation erupts when a heated conversation reveals Corey's secret carnal desires.
Oh, you shot me! Oh my gosh, you shot me!
Yeah, just like you were about to shoot me. How long have you been planning this? Getting me out in the middle of nowhere and putting a hole through my chest? How long? And wipe that stupid grin off your face, or I'll paint the plants with your brains next.
When did you figure it out?
What? You've been trying to drive a wedge between me and Celeste? You think I'm stupid or something?
I was starting to wonder. Not gonna lie. It's not like I've been trying to hide it. Not lately, anyway.
I thought you were my friend.
And I thought you were a lousy shot. Or was this just lucky?
Everett covers his face with his hand. There have been little hints here and there. He had hoped that it would resolve itself, that his girlfriend, Celeste, would put an end to it, but instead, here he was, standing in an alien forest with his mortally wounded best friend.
Well, what now, buddy? You gonna off me and leave me to rot on this godforsaken mudball of a planet? And then run back to your goddess girlfriend and tell her what a big man you are, huh?
You're a traitor, Corey. I can't trust you anymore. I don't know what you tried to do if I dragged your butt back to the
Come
drop.
on, be a man for once. Honestly, I don't even know what she sees in you, you pathetic weak.
Everett watches in horror as one of the alien plants suddenly attaches itself to Corey's exposed flesh. Thousands of tiny spores begin tunneling their way into his body. Corey thrashes about with a wild, desperate look in his eye.
Kill me! It's inside me! I can feel it crawling through my veins! It's inside me! Do you hear me? Kill me! Do it! Do it!
Everett stands in shock for a moment before Corey's frantic cries finally register. Without further hesitation, he levels his blaster pistol at his former friend and pulls the trigger. The top of Corey's head turns into a fine mist and his body relaxes. Everett's hand trembles slightly as it returns his sidearm to his holster.
You idiot.
Well, Everett, what will you do now? What will Celeste think of you when she learns that you killed the man she was going to leave you for? Perhaps you should just tell her that the plants got him, that it was all a terrible accident. She will act shocked when you tell her. Perhaps she'll even cry a little. You might as well get it over with. The faster she gets over him, the faster she'll get back in love with you.
Come in, Celeste. Celeste, come in. Hey, are you out there? Can you hear me?
Hey, handsome. How's the exploratory expedition coming? You boys finding any specimens to catalog?
Is it true? Were you and Corey going to get together and stab me in the back or shoot me in the back?
What? Everett, what are you talking about?
You and Corey. What, do you think I didn't know? You think I'm an idiot?
Okay, look, you know him, the way he is. I've been trying to let him down gently, but he's been getting more and more aggressive as of late. I was actually going to come talk to you about it after the mission was over.
Yeah, well, he's dead. He tried to draw on me and I shot him.
What did you say?
You heard me. He's dead, Celeste. He's dead, and you and I need to talk.
So, now you've done it, Everett. You've confronted Celeste about her involvement with Corey. You can't tell if she's being sincere or not, but that doesn't matter at the moment. The sounds of movement in the forest behind you catches your attention.
Everett?
Shh. I hear something. Now what?
You turn your gaze to see the shambling corpse of your now dead friend, Corey. Vines have sprung from the stump of his missing arm and from the top of his head. His human arm reaches toward you, his fingers outstretched. Your waking nightmare starts now.
What in the hell? Celeste, we've got a problem.
I know we do. We do need to talk.
No, not that. Corey's back. Or his body is anyways. I don't know. I don't know how.
What?
Yeah, it's jerking around like it's trying to learn how to walk again or something. He's like a demon straight out of hell.
I don't understand.
Yeah, me neither. But I'm going to put him or it down again.
No!
Everett fires his blaster over and over again. The blaster bolts leave large holes in the monstrosity's body, but it does little to slow Corey's advance. The indicator on the side of Everett's weapon suddenly starts to blink.
Damn, overheated. Celeste, come in. If you can hear me, warm up the dropship engines. We're leaving now.
The sound of more vines erupting from the remains of Corey's dead flesh is enough to make Everett sick to his stomach. The shadows on the ground tell him that the horrible plant zombie is getting closer. Closer. Run, Everett. They're almost upon you. Run.
No.
Where you going, buddy?
No.
If I can't help you.
A flood of laser fire suddenly fills the air all around them. Celeste, mounted on a heavily armored motorcycle, comes roaring into view. The cycle's twin Gatling lasers dispense their deadly payload. She skids to a stop as the last vestiges of their former friend and crewmate dissolve into a smoldering pile of goo.
Come on, get on, hurry!
Everett slides into the seat behind the beautiful woman. His hands still tremble slightly as they wrap around her narrow waist. She revs the engine as all of the plant life around them springs to life.
Hold on!
Disturbed soil sprays all over the alien greenery as its viney tendrils reach after them. They are safe for now.
What was that?
That was Corey, or what was left of him anyway.
The fauna on this planet feeds on flesh?
Look out!
A large flower with a great toothy maw rises out of the dirt in front of the fleeing pair. Celeste sets her jaw and engages the armored cycle's Gatling lasers once again.
Not today, monster!
Celeste smiles as part of the plant monster turns to a fine green mist before her eyes. She feels Everett's grip tighten around her midriff.
That's my girl.
Well done, Everett. You can feel your connection with Celeste strengthening as you survive each of these dangerous little encounters together. Soon she will have forgotten all about your former best friend. You've got her all to yourself again. That is until a small orb is lobbed your way from the forest around you. It explodes on the ground directly in front of you, sending both you and Celeste sprawling on the ground.
Are you okay?
Everett is slow to recover. He groans and reaches for Celeste to help him back to his feet.
Oh, put on your big boy panties. Look sharp, this planet is trying to kill us.
I'm good. Let's go. Another 100 yards. Another 100 yards and we're safe.
Look out!
Another orb is lobbed from the alien forest. It lands behind them and explodes just as the pair are able to run out of the blast radius.
This place sucks.
Just run!
Another man-eating flower explodes out of the ground in front of them. The pair draw their blasters in unison and begin blowing holes in the fiendish fauna. It sags back to the ground as its life force drains away.
Incoming! Move, Everett!
Yet another orb lands at the pair's feet. Celeste shoves Everett to the side, but is caught in the blast before she can escape. Her body is flung through the air and lands in the spiky remains of the now dead man-eating flower. Her face is a mask of pain as she plucks the thorns from her arms and legs.
Celeste, are you okay?
I think so. It just burns a little. Hope you're alright.
Come on. We'll have the virtual medic look you over when we get back to the ship. Hurry!
Everett's lungs burn as he charges forward, sprinting to reach the dropship before more of the planet's fauna tries to end him. Finally reaching the ship's exterior entrance, he manages to punch in his access code. The heavy metal doors slide open.
We made it, Celeste.
Everett sprints to Celeste's side and lifts her into his arms with a grunt. She's heavier than he remembers. It must be her environment suit. He stumbles back toward the dropship, his heart feeling as though it's about to burst out of his chest. They make it to the door.
Celeste.
It slides closed behind them. Soft scratching sounds come through the metal as the evil plants begin assaulting their refuge.
Okay, we're all right now. We're okay. Hey, Google.
Yes, Captain.
Emergency launch. Override. Bravo, Oscar, Bravo, Sierra. Execute.
Acknowledged.
The ship's engines hum, then roar to life. Everett stumbles into the lift, Celeste still hanging limp in his arms. The pair are quickly whisked to the ship's primary deck. A small enclosed medical bay sits off to the side. The doors open as they approach. Everett gently places Celeste onto the examining table.
Okay. Here we go. Hey, Google.
Yes, Captain.
Activate virtual medic. Full scan and automatic tissue repair. Execute.
Acknowledged.
A red light from above reminds Everett that he must step out of the enclosure before the automated scans can commence. The doors seals themselves behind him as he steps back onto the primary deck. The medical bay is bathed in green light now as medical arms begin scanning Celeste's near-dead body.
Come on, baby, fight. Liv, you can do this.
Unknown matter detected. Additional diagnosis required.
What? What does that even mean?
Disinfecting local area. Please stand by.
The medical chamber begins to fill with a thick chemical spray. Celeste's body quickly disappears from view.
What's happening in there?
Error. Unknown matter detected. Additional diagnosis required. Error.
Something moves in the mist. Is it Celeste? Or is it something else?
Error.
The computer is suddenly cut off. Something has just accessed the manual override.
Celeste? Celeste, honey, is that you?
No one responds, Everett. Did you rescue her in time? Or is this simply your final failure?
Celeste!
The door to the medical chamber suddenly slides open. Chemical fog comes billowing out, followed by a familiar-looking blonde woman wrapped in a brilliant white robe.
Celeste. Ah, baby, I was so scared. Look, I thought I lost you. I thought I was all alone again. I am so sorry for what I said earlier. I don't know what happened between you and Corey. And honestly, I don't care. Whatever transpired, we can work through it together. All right, baby? We'll do it together.
Of course we will, darling. We've left that awful prison of a planet now. We're free.
Yeah, we're free. For sure.
The couple stands together, embracing as the ship's engines continue to roar. The vessel manages to reach escape velocity, and soon the planet begins to slowly shrink behind them. In a few hours, they will dock with the primary science vessel and rejoin the main fleet, the last surviving vestiges of the once proud human race. Perhaps the data salvaged from the disaster on Zeta-Max-3 will aid in our efforts to find and colonize a new planet. Or perhaps not. Good night.
Betrayal at Zeta-Max-3, starring Corey Hubbert, Celeste Miller, and Everett Ulbricht. Written, recorded, directed, edited, and narrated by Matt Viklund. Music taken from the YouTube free audio library. Sound effects from freesound.org. The Google AI voice was generated from text-to-speech at ttsmp3.com. This has been a Matt Viklund production. Copyright 2021.